my guests for today, Carlos Urizar.
Yeah.
And Mayra Mellado.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
So, got it.
That was good this time.
All right. Well, I got it one time the last time, but I messed up the second.
Yeah.
All right, but just happy to have you guys on today.
Thank you for having us.
So wanted to go over some quick numbers before we jump into interviewing you guys and hearing from you guys.
100%. Yeah.
So this first week, FFL Elite, we did 236,000.
Come on.
For the week, week one in the month of March. So we're 1 week behind. So issue paid, we did 236,000. So that puts us just short in a 4-week month of $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay, just short.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, there's still time to be made up. So we have plenty of time to continue to push and continue to do that. We've seen groups just do massive like Grady's team. Shout out to Grady. Yeah. He did close to $1 million in 1 week.
Yeah, I saw that 936, something like that. Yeah.
That's awesome. And why can't we do it?
100%.
They buy more leagues than we do. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So 236 for FFL Elite in week one. FFL USA, which is our bigger organization with Andrew Taylor's entire group. There's like 10 board members and I don't know, 30 something VPs.
Yeah.
Right. Something like that. It's hard to track because they're growing so fast and good thing to say we're growing that fast because we're part of that group. However, we want to contribute more.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
FFL USA did 3.2 million. Jesus. The first week of March. 3.2 million.
In 1 week. Come on.
In 1 week. Right. Family First Life, they did 8.4 million as an entire company in the first week of March. So 8.4 million. So 8.4 million as a company. Andrew Taylor's group is, which is one of the big four groups within the company, did 3.2 million. So we're getting close to like half of the company's production.
Yeah. 100%.
And we did 236,000. So 236,000 is good. So everyone that contributed, everyone that worked, everyone that helped families out there, great job to you guys. Appreciate your guys' work. But as far as the way I look at it, like Sean was telling me last week, we should be doing a lot more than this.
100%.
We got to get more people on board. We got to get everyone making money. And, if we're not doing that for everybody, if not everyone is buying leads and going out and helping families, they're missing out and they're not making money. And that's something that is a failure on my part to be able to effectively convey that message or be able to help them understand that the opportunity in front of them.
Of course, yeah.
But it's an opportunity for all of us to grow. For us to not do it, it's a huge wasted opportunity. So
100%. Yeah.
But you guys see the opportunity.
Yeah, 100%. So first of all, Albert, thank you for having us on. Joelle, thanks for co-managing all this. Joanne, she's amazing with all that. Sometimes I just ask some crazy questions out there and she just responds right away. So as far as contracting, getting carriers and getting us contracted specific carriers, even our downlines, it's just she's on it, right? So thank you to Joanne for that. Honestly, guys, this is the best opportunity by far in any industry in the U.S. All across the board. Albert, we come from the same practice company before. When I first got introduced to insurance, and I thought that honestly, truly, as they labeled it, the true opportunity unlimited, right? Unlimited opportunity. But that's not the case by far. And I know a lot of us come from the same practice company as well, but it's amazing. This is really that amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And not to throw shade on that company because obviously you can make money anywhere if you're committed, but having a platform that really puts you in a prime position to be able to do your best.
Of course.
We felt the difference. So
100%. Yeah. The first week I did. Yeah.
It's exciting. Also, just wanted to further, touch on what I went over a little bit last week, which is just picking up the standards, just understanding what we have in front of us and making sure that we fully maximize our opportunities here. All of us, some of you guys are growing and some of you guys are doing great things and some of you guys are putting a lot of work and some of you guys aren't, just bottom line.
100%. Yeah. Agree with you on that.
100%. I don't know if it's lack of effort, lack of focus, lack of understanding what you possibly can do here. But I got called out. And it was much needed and it was much deserved, because we're underperforming. That's the bottom line. We're growing and we're doing okay, but we're letting people down. Not everyone that's in this opportunity is really getting the most out of it, and not people are making enough money, but they're not like growing.
Yeah.
And like, what's the point of you coming here just to continue to coast at the same level. Like I said last week, you're better off just getting a job.
Yeah.
Because here, you got to put in this work, you got to put in this time, and you're just, time goes by so quickly.
100%.
Right?
It does. Yeah.
And like sometimes, like I mean, like I when I was in my 20s, I used to think like, oh, I can't wait till I'm getting a little bit older. And now, like I'm at my age.
Go back to my 20s, right?
I know. I'm like, how did we get here so quickly?
Yeah.
So we can't take anything for granted. So we need to have that more of that urgency and understanding. Let's get to work now. Let's make sure that we put in our best effort. We don't squander any opportunities, and this is a huge opportunity for us to not fully maximize. I mean, I feel bad for anyone that's not.
Yeah, 100%. Just to add on that, you were talking about Grady's team, and I mean, Grady's team, I've been following them ever since I came on board, and just an example of Jordan Lowry, right? He just a board member. That integrity deal is already in the pocket. It's given. He's only been here 2.5 years. Yep. Used to be a pro golf player before, making 40,000 a year.
He was a golf pro.
Golf pro.
Like, he was like helping guys.
Yeah. There you go. So, I ran into his story, and I mean, anyone can do this, guys. Like, I mean, we come back to the same thing that it's basically two words, right? It sums up in 2 words. It's leads and activity. That's what it is. Yeah. Leads and activity. The more leads you have, the more activity you have, the more appointments you can set. And that's one thing that in the recent weeks, and obviously, post convention, that thing just it clicked. I mean, I think for a lot of us it did. I mean, looking at the numbers and GroupMe blowing up every single day, every single week. It just clicked. I know it's clicking for a lot of us. I know it's clicked for us in particular. And, that's why, I was talking to Albert, and I talked to you a couple of times as well as JP and Marlon, et cetera. And that's why I was like, dude, whatever the cost is, we got to go all in, So, and that's when I jumped onto the integrity, slot, the marketing, the hiring campaign. So got a couple of hires off of that already. So it's going good. It's going good. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that you share it on the group too, because, the thing is, it's not bragging. You're just sharing the good news.
Yeah.
And what you're actually doing is not just like helping you to really feel. I mean, like everybody else gets encouraged by it.
Yeah.
Like when people see it, and then people want to hate.
Yeah. 100%. Bring it.
Keep bringing it. Yeah. But the thing is, like, success needs to be shared, and success needs to be put out there, because then other people, a lot of other people are looking for validation. People are looking to see if this is real. Yeah. And every time that you share it, which I appreciate that you do, it just makes it a little bit more real. Just, and no knock on that, but you're not doing anything special at this moment.
Nah, it's just working. That's it.
Just working. Just working. Yeah. So it's something that we can all do. Touch on this, exactly what I was gonna say, leads and activity.
Yeah.
That's the thing that we can control.
100%.
I mean, so if you're not controlling that, you're not putting an effort on that, then you're just not really trying. Bottom line.
100%.
It is.
Yeah.
And I was looking at one of my friends' Instagram post earlier, and he put the Monopoly thing. It's like, imagine like just pass and go every time, just collecting $200 and just getting by.
Yeah.
And you never really grow. You're never doing anything.
Yeah.
I mean, this is basically what you're doing. You're not buying more leads, and you're not trying to grow. If you're at the same level that you've been at for the last, I don't know, however many months or whatever. I mean, It's one thing if it's part of your learning curve. If you're still brand new and you're trying to figure things out, I totally understand that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But are you doing anything to try to improve your activity levels? Are you purchasing more leads? Are you reinvesting more back into it? Or are you just comfortable just, hey, I'm used to spending like $300 a week, and that's my budget every single week.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that Sean like really drilled into me last week, and he's like you're coddling people, and I'm like, I don't coddle people. I don't be like, oh hey, what are you doing? I don't do all that. But if I don't speak out against that, I'm just letting you guys just waste your time.
Yeah.
If you guys are spending the same amount of leads every single week and you're not trying to do anything different, I mean, you're basically it's not to say you're not going to make any money, because you will, because the system is so simple. If you have leads, you're going to sell.
100%. Yep.
But it's not going to be very consistent, and it's not going to be putting you in a position for you to be able to really grow. And if you're not here to grow, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I feel like I've really let you guys down. I've really let Sean and Andrew down, and I care about that kind of stuff. So like when they called me out, I really took it to heart, and I really felt like I didn't get mad, because I'm like, yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's totally true.
Yep.
And I felt bad, because I'm like, the rest of the company's growing at a certain rate. We're not matching that rate, and I know we haven't done our best. So that's the thing. Like if you are trying your very best, you've done everything you're supposed to do, and that's just your cap, and it's just what your maximum potential is. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, but I can't believe that's true for any single one of us, including myself.
No way.
So I take full responsibility for this too. So he called this out. Andrew called me out, and so at this point, I'm gonna accept responsibility for that. And at this point, I'm gonna call all of you guys out for the same thing. All right. Yeah. So just do your best. I don't need you to have a certain specific number. I don't need a certain amount of production from you. I don't need your money. But I need you guys to succeed. I need you guys to go out there and work and really take this seriously. Yeah, I need you guys to just really take a look in the mirror and just ask yourself, why are you doing this? And how close are you getting closer to it every single day? Yeah. Or are you just staying at the same level, which is actually falling behind? Or if you're just not caring and not falling behind? So everyone that's on here watching, if you think you can hide, you can't hide. I'm calling you out directly. Yes, you. I know, you. And for the people that are not on here, I'm especially calling those people out.
100%.
Because we're all part of the team. We're all part of a group, and if we want to succeed and have success as a group, we need to be able to help each other to some extent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It doesn't mean you need to give up anything you're doing. Don't ever give up to yourself to your own detriment. But let's help one another out. Let's really maximize this opportunity and make the most of it. And I'm calling all of you guys out. Let's do our best. Let's continue to be elite. Let's really show what elite could be. And
Yeah, 100%. Albert, touch on that. You're just about a minute ago. You're talking about investing $300, $400, $500 a week, and that's me. That's where I was. That's where we were. Well, at least me in the beginning when I first started off, I was like, okay, I'm gonna invest a couple $100 and then we'll make some money, and then I'll probably take a day or two of these off, just kind of chill. And then I'm like, yeah, these $300, $400 worth of leads, I can stretch it for 2 weeks, right?
Right.
I can stretch it for 2-3 weeks, but it gets to a point, guys, where that just stays constant. That you don't get from that. You don't get past that. And I'm pretty sure at this point, everyone on this call, whether they're on this call or not, knows this. Everyone in the business knows this. I mean, if at the end of the day, you're not investing into leads or putting the activity in, whatever you have to do to resolve the leads, whether it's door knocking, stop bys, whatever the case is, you limit yourself, right? And at this opportunity, it really is somewhere we shouldn't be able to limit ourselves, right? And we should be able to go above and beyond.
Right. Yeah. How'd you come upon that realization?
Well, that's a little bit like before convention. I kind of started getting into that. I mean, convention changes, like, I don't care who you are. Convention changes everything for you. If you really went with that open mind, open heart, and like, okay, I'm going to take everything in and soak it in. It was for sure after convention. It's just like, okay, dude, we're going all in. I remember like that same, saying that you were saying, like, if I could eat a cup of noodles for like, months straight or whatever the case is, then that's what it is. And this is where Myra comes into play, being my significant other and business partner and trying to grow this thing. Then I told her, like, look, for now, we're going to be on like extreme, like tight budget, live way below our means, but we're going to throw everything back into the business, because if someone like Jordan and all these other people that paved ways, like yourself and whatnot, if they've done it, they're doing it. Like, there's nothing special about them. They're just working and reinvesting everything back into the business. We should be able to do this exact same thing.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's why I was like, dude, I was even contemplating about the, integrity hiring. And then that's why I talked to you about, like, literally that same day was about to expire, right, when we got on that leadership Zoom call. I just like, boom, swipe the credit card, like whatever it is. And I know Sean Mike got a massive debt before he opened up Family First Life. So it is what it is. I know this opportunity is amazing. I've seen it for myself, for my family. I know this is something that you can definitely go to the next level in a short period of time.
Well, I really commend you for that, because just diving in and just doing it, because if you're debating whether or not you should do it, and because part of you logically knows it's good for your business, and that's the opportunity to grow, but then you don't take action, you failed.
Yeah.
But if you just dive right in and do it, I mean, the thing is, what's the worst that can happen?
A little bit of debt.
A little bit of debt. That if you keep working, you'll
pay it off for sure. 100%. Yeah.
So, did you have any say in that? Were you on board with that, or did you tell him? Did you encourage him?
Yeah, no, I told him. Well, he mentioned it, and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I'm like, you know what, you know what's best. So I'm just supporting him.
Good.
Of course.
Good. You need
and
a
I
partner
need
like that. Yeah. And it helps both of you, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 100%.
Cool. So yeah, take that to heart. I mean, I've had some really good conversations with a lot of people after I went on the Zoom call last week, and I told you guys how humbled I was and how embarrassed I was. But it was really encouraging, because I've had some really good conversations. I talked to Brian Raphael yesterday for about an hour, and we've had a really good talk. I've talked to a lot of the guys locally, obviously, the guys that, and then the part that I appreciated the most was the fact that most of these people I talked to just took personal responsibility for it instead of being like, yeah, you failed this. But they're kind of like, you know, they were actually like, yeah, we all could be doing more. We all need to be doing more. Like
100%.
we know we can be doing more,
100%.
and we're just not doing it. And as long as you guys recognize that part, because the thing is, the second you believe that you're doing everything you can, or it's someone else's fault, you're putting the blame on somebody else.
Yeah.
You've given up all effective control. You
Yeah.
can no longer fix that. You can no longer grow because you don't control yourself anymore. So the thing is, it's important for you to recognize, do some inner reflecting, and recognize it's on us. We can change. We can do a lot more. And even if you think you're doing everything, just knowing how the human mind works, and just knowing, and just looking at the numbers, looking at everyone's activity, we can do more.
100%.
We can do more.
Yeah.
So let's be adults about this. Let's take it very seriously. Let's be adults and just take the first steps. What do we need to do to change it immediately for yourself to get yourself some better results? And if you guys all do that, we'll explode as a team.
Yeah, 100%. Just to add on that, I mean, if anyone's really self-reflecting and really looking like deep down inside, looking at that same person in the mirror and thinking like, okay, what is it I need to change? And this is for me, like in my personal experience, in my opinion that I've had, it's like, I didn't even know where to start. Right? I had it like an understanding, but I was like, okay, how do I go about this? How do I go about that? And we've had talks. I mean, whether it's Albert, whether whoever your own direct upline, or just people outside of Elite, whoever. I mean, that's the amazing thing about Family First Life, that you can literally reach out to a VP, SVP, reach out to a board member. Like, they'll literally break it down to you, like what they did to get to there, and they'll be able to open up that much more of a thinking process, right? And I've done that. I reached out to other VPs and spoken with other agencies and other team builders and whatnot, and see what their process is like. And it's all back to the same thing. It's just like activity and leads. Guys, like get to work, buy the leads, get to work, and promote as much as you can.
Yeah, and there's no secrets here. So I mean, the formula for success is all given out there.
Yeah,
like
100%.
There's no like, oh, this group has this one like silver bullet,
and
that's the reason why they're killing it. I mean,
maybe they got the integrity money with it.
How did they get to the integrity money? So
100%. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's all the leads. I mean, I asked Andrew, I'm like, how are these other teams growing so much faster than us? It's all lead purchase. They just have more opportunities. They're giving themselves more at bats, and that's it. The more at bats also means that you have to commit yourself to going to work, because the thing is, you're not going to go invest in leads and not put in the work. So I mean, like when people come in, and like I said, we're very blessed in that we don't have very many complainers on this team. Everyone's for the most part just very grateful and very they take a lot of personal responsibility. But once in a while when people are like, oh, I'm not doing so well here, and I'm like, well, did you try doing this? And they're like, I have been doing that. I'm like,
no, you haven't.
I'm like, why did I bring it up then? It's like I'm not telling you to go do something you're already doing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's it. Not to dwell too much on that, because look, I still love and appreciate you guys, and I still want you guys to know that how much I value this team. But I want to let you guys know, I want you guys to grow, and that's the primary objective. Like if you guys don't like me for a little bit, I mean that's all fine. Like I'll still be fine, because I'll be here working. I'll be here putting everything I can back into this agency to help continue to build this platform so everyone has an opportunity to grow. And when you guys get it, when you guys see the opportunity, hopefully you guys will dive in at that point, even if you don't do it right now. But the sooner that you guys can do it, the sooner that we all continue to grow together. That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, 100%. And just to add on that, I know you're going to touch on some other points right now. But if it's like, and it goes back to the same thing, it's like, if you guys are contemplating about like whether going all in or not, or even just starting, it's like everyone says it, dude, just dive in, just work. That's it. Just dive in, just work. Sean Mike says it, Andrew Taylor, everyone says it, just work, just get to it, buy the leads, dial the leads, door knock, do whatever you have to do to resolve those leads. And above all, I mean, it's something that even to this day, it's like I'm battling with, because like it's like I make money on the field, and it's like it was so hard for me to grasp the idea that protect my dial day, protect my dial time, and it's like, well, I'll probably go run a quick appointment, make this little money, then come back and do dials. But statistically speaking and realistically speaking, like you're not going to come back to the office. You're not going to go back to dial. You made that money. You feel good. You're like, all right, I'll take the rest of the day off. So another important thing to touch up on, guys, is and I know, speaking of this from JP. it's protect that downtime. Whatever you can, protect that downtime. It's your time. Whatever the case may be, if you got errands to run, do it before or after on another day. But downtime is so important. That's where we make our money.
Yeah, no, I've literally seen that because you just come in there down,
Yeah.
and then like you're killing on the phones, you're hammering, you're booking appointments, and then you're out because you went to run an appointment,
Yeah.
and you didn't come back.
Yeah, I know I didn't.
One time you came back, we just had Michelada. I mean, yeah, you got to protect your time. You guys have to really treat your business like a business, and the sooner that you guys can all do that. I mean, we're all human, and we all make mistakes, and we all, do human things.
Mhm.
So to try to avoid that, build in a system that you can stick to, and just try to do as much as you can.
Yeah, and this is going to be an interesting analogy because obviously I'm not directly part of the business, like doing calls, even though I did a one time at the great company that we used to work for.
Amazing.
Sarcasm. But kind of like for editing, I obviously edit a lot of videos, and for me, like my buddies, they're okay with editing video like amongst each other, right? They edit, they get an opinion on something, and then they go back to work. For me, I know myself over time, in college, I have to be completely isolated to stay on task.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lesson that I had to learn kind of the hard way out of being like, I need to fix something. I don't know what's wrong. It's like, no, you don't have the discipline to be around people, cracking jokes, and then like getting to work. So just understanding yourself and what makes you tick, and, what gets you distracted, what makes you work and what makes you not work is super important.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Even to this point, I mean, like we've built something special so far. Not special compared to the rest of the company, to keep it in perspective, but special to me. Special, like it has real sentimental value to me. And I know myself, like I enjoy hanging out with all these guys.
100%.
Like we have too much fun. For a lot of you guys out there too, we've got a chance to talk, and like I can't help myself sometimes. So that's why I have to wake up early. I have to get up before everybody else, and I have to take care of all my work before the first person reaches out to me on the phone, like before it hits like 6-7 o'clock. Like I want to have all my work done and make sure I've gotten taken care of all my personal stuff, because the rest of the day I just want to be available, be present for when people need stuff. So if I don't do that, if I'm trying to like Joanna, God bless her for this whole HCMS thing, because we're trying to like do some stuff and she's in the middle and like she's getting phone calls, and just I remember that time. I know how that works. So I just try to avoid that and try to get everything done first. So you guys all need to try to do that for yourselves too, and just build your business as efficiently as you can.
100%.
All right. So that's enough of that. Let's just all do our best. Let's just all, remember this call out. I will not forget it. I just want to see us grow to the next level, and we're all going to do this together. So everyone that wants to get on board, let's do it.